Tonight on Collective Stupidity, Samuel gets disrespected.
I hope you never have children, Sam, because you're going to be a children. That's terrible.
That's so funny. Jacob gets slandered.
I'm not convinced about Jacob. I'm not sure robots.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew someone was going to do it. I knew it. And Dominic is marooned.
And he goes, and this is just exactly how I remember it. Dominic, we are going to crash. Great. Wait, Robert, you cannot just drop that. Expect me not to ask any questions. The pisser has retired. Is he not doing it pissing anymore?
No.
Oh my God, who's gonna be the next pisser? This is breaking news. I had no.
It's gonna have to be one of us. It's gonna have to be one of us.
No.
why is he retiring from this prestigious position? I'm confused. I wouldn't.
He was caught.
Oh, he was caught. Oh my God.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't like caught per se, but I think didn't you say, Robert, that the police reached out to him and asked him to stop?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, the
reached out to him and asked him to stop.
Pretty much.
Which is such a polite way of solving the problem.
Yeah,
Hey,
really
you know how
is.
you're publicly urinating on all the property? Would you kindly cease? If it's not too much to ask, could you just simply not?
I can't stop laughing. It's fucking funny. And he stopped. I'm blown away. So it's just like, can you please stop, please? Okay. And he just stopped.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a legacy that mustn't die. I may have to do some drastic actions here in a little bit.
Also, elephant in the room, Cahoon. I don't like your new profile picture. Can I just say? Am I allowed to say that?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Do you want to see
that color? I don't like that color.
So is that you in the photo? Is that like a you photo?
It is me.
Ooh, I do like the artsiness of it, but it is a hideous shade of green that Discord shows to be the background.
Yes.
It's like Microsoft DOS Paint green right there.
Listen, that's like the brightest I could make it without making it look even. It looked even worse because originally it was taken in the middle of the night and with whatever fucking phone has, so the quality was god awful.
Oh God. Why is it like that?
Wait, hold on. Would this be?
Oh, jeez.
Is that
the highest quality? Or has that been edited? that is shit.
I quite literally cannot improve the quality. All I could do is just make myself more visible.
Why is it that color?
I know phone cameras aren't amazing, but that is impressively bad. Now, speaking of cameras. Guess who bought a new camera?
Yes, you bought a new camera. Tell me about it. Tell me about it,
now.
Dominic. Give me the executive summary about it. Let me know what we're
I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. When I got it, I picked it up and I just picked up the body. It's a Sony FS5, and I picked up the body. It's like, wow, this is really light. This is suspiciously light. But once you strap all the things to it, it's like 20 pounds. And it's like, okay, this is a chalky piece.
It's hollow.
It's like, no wonder the body is so light. Everything else is so heavy.
What needs to get strapped to it? Let me know.
There's a lens, there's a monitor, I have a microphone on it, there's a hand grip, there's a top handle, and there's a battery.
5-pound weight.
I have a 10-pound dumbbell on the bottom for support.
We're talking about the new camera?
Yeah. I have to name it now. I haven't given a name to the camera yet.
I still like John Camera.
I think John Camera's a bit too on the nose. It's a bit too close to John Cena. I'm not sure if it.
How about Himmel?
Himmel?
Yeah, Himmel.
Who's that named after? Himmel?
It's just it's just a German name. I just pulled a random German name out of my ass.
I'm not going to choose a random German name that you give me. I guarantee that is a Nazi.
That's what, because it sounds very close to Himmler, which is I think what he was trying to go for.
Himmler, the architect of the
the Australian architect.
Yeah. I'm not talking about Himmler. No. Okay, fine. If you don't like Himmel, how about
Adolf?
How about what, Sam? Give me an idea here, Sam. How about
what? Henrik? Yeah, Henrik.
I hope you never have children, Sam, because you're gonna be a children. That's
so funny.
You mean like Heimlich? Because that's a maneuver, man.
No, Henrik.
No,
Henrik.
no. You don't mean Henrik. You mean Heinrich.
Heinrich.
No.
There we go. No, not Heinrich.
Which is
I'm
again
thinking-
incredibly close to the Heimlich.
Yeah,
It's either
it
gonna
really
be
is.
like Michael or Brady or Samantha. I haven't quite sure yet, but it's one of those three probably.
Can it be Michael? Because those other two are shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, Dom.
Well, you don't like
Well-
Jerry, you don't like Benson. Those are good names.
No,
Those are
I
solid
like no.
names.
I'm not saying those ones. Those are good names. I'm saying Brady or Samantha are bad camera names.
Yeah,
I,
it's
for
a-
one-
bad
and
camera
Michael
names.
is
I
kind
thought
of
you were saying just in general, and I was like, I have a friend named Samantha.
No, I don't.
It's a generalized statement. It'll be named Michael after Michael Stevens Vsauce. That one.
Yes,
Oh
that's
god,
Michael.
that's a great idea.
Hey, Michael Vsauce here.
Michael B. Stoss.
So Jerry would become my camera number 2, and then Benson, my current camera number 2, is a piece of shit. So I'm gonna sell him.
Base.
If any of you guys want to buy a JVC HM 180, let me know because I got one for sale.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep that in mind for sure.
I'll give you a good deal.
What's the good deal consist of? How much we talking?
Well, I
What's the
really want to
going
get rid
rate?
of it, and I want to get rid of it sooner rather than later, so I can have the money and clean up some space. So what does it go for on eBay? That's a good question.
Mm.
Oh wow, that is well, more than it should, but less than I thought.
Mm. A
So
wonderful
how
combination.
much? Yeah, that's a
This
wonderful
one is
combination.
600. This one is 1,500, which is crazy overpriced. No one's gonna pay that. I'd part ways of it for $5.
$5? Oh, I'm in. I'm in, baby. I'm in.
Not $5.
Oh well, now you've ruined it. Now you've offered.
That's about
revenge.
$100 lower than the cheapest one I see on eBay.
God damn. Yeah, that's hey, I mean that's fair. That's fair. But I mean,
actually, I think I'd part ways for 4 because the LCD panel on it's kind of busted. It still works, but it's a bit jank.
Mm.
I had to fix it with some zip ties at one point, so I do even less than 5.
Or
Which is now like
$4.
200 below the average price at eBay.
oh man.
That's how
I don't know, man. I think even 4 for Jacob might be too high. I mean, think about it. Think about all the exit signs you could be buying instead.
Yeah,
They-
well, he is an employee.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
He is an employee though. I have to keep that in mind.
yeah,
Fuck
that
off,
too.
You fucking best.
I'm sorry, that was a low move. That was just
Just because if
I'm
I
in a-
bought
I'm in a
just
kind of a
because
spicy mood today.
Dominic, just because if I bought your camera for 400, I would only have $100 in my bank account left. Doesn't mean anything. All right. Love the silence we've got going on here. That's fun.
Hello.
Hello.
What the fuck is going on?
Hello.
Did all of our Discords just break at the exact same time?
I think
Yeah.
they did.
Okay.
Simultaneous stroke.
The entire time, I was like, this is either some really cruel bit or my Discord broke.
A really cruel bit. That's what I thought too. I was like, oh, they're fucking with me right
Yeah.
now.
No.
Okay.
I was trying to segue to the show, and I was like, "Back to you, Jake," and you just go silent. I was like, "Oh god, I actually did like offend you slightly my joke."
No,
towards you."
I finished speaking and then it went silent and I was like, okay, I like the silence. That's cool. And then I heard nothing and then I heard Dom saying hello and it was really staticky and robotic. It was like he was trapped in the fucking phantom zone.
Oh god.
Anyways.
You heard the silence. I was
Okay.
like, "This is good podcast shit right now." Silence.
Silent.
It's better than normal shit. So,
There you go.
Shall we get started here? Shall we start?
Let's
doing-
get started.
All
Hit
right.
us with the intro, Hammond.
I think we should before we start crying.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Collective Stupidity podcast. Happy to have you here again.
Thrilled.
Thrilled. Dominic might not be thrilled. He sounds a little sarcastic when
Frankly,
he says
I'm
that.
fucking ecstatic.
You can tell by how monotone his voice is when he says that how excited he
Oh
is.
god.
He is
Granted,
truly.
it's always monotone.
Yes,
I mean,
but
you have
no.
some passion sometimes. You know, it's got to
Oh,
be
God.
about Zootopia or about
Foxes in general.
Fox. Yeah, sometimes raccoons.
Occasionally raccoons.
Glad he gets my name.
Yeah.
Why don't you go with the intro before I start crying?
Well, I think we'll just leave the intro there.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, I think
Isn't
that's
that-
good. I
isn't
think
that
we've covered.
wonderful?
I think we've covered all the bases.
The only show where you're guaranteed to lose more brain cells than what you came in
what
with.
you came in with. That's true. We could bring
True.
that back. We could bring that. That's a good callback. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
The
Anyway.
only show in America that's like sniffing a Hardy Sharpie.
the only podcast that's like huffing glue.
The only podcast like huffing glue. And hey, let me tell you, we set the bar low, but we've beaten rival podcasts before. Still going strong.
We have. That's a
we're
good
2-0. We are 2-0.
We are 2-0.
I haven't
still.
checked that email in a hot minute. I'm gonna see if they've emailed me back.
I don't think
it's been
they have
3 months now.
because
I don't think they have either.
I mean,
I want to have a little look.
I was waiting for this kind of semester to start back up, so to see if they'd post, and they haven't. So I think they're just gone. They're just gone.
We killed them.
We killed them.
Yeah,
they didn't even know it, and we killed them.
Yeah, so we have murdered Milkhouse Podcast.
You got it. You gotta do.
You know,
you got pour one out.
Pour one out for the Milkhouse.
Pour one out for the Milkhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, do we have any like updates or anything, or are we just gonna jump right into topics, or should we wait?
Actually, I do. While he's looking for his email, I do have an apology I need to make. Because if you recall, last Thursday, we met up and we exchanged the $20 that Dom gave Sam for winning the quiz. And I say winning. If you listen to it, if you listen to his answers, it was fucking dumb as hell that he won.
Bullshit.
He literally won.
I'm sorry. Like he got most answers right. I don't know what to tell you. That's the rules of the game. He
won rock paper scissors essentially, and he won. Like he said, if your vascular system was pulled out, how long would it be until you died? 6 inches. Like that's the guy that won. Really, 6 inches of fucking Mayan.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't make the rules. I didn't.
Anyways, we met up to exchange the money, and I did record the audio, the shitty audio of that on my phone. However, because we met up on a Thursday, which is the day I finished editing the episode and doing all the final touches, I completely forgot to put that audio in, which was the entire reason we recorded it in the first place.
I kind of thought you would do like follow up this episode from last episode with the
which is what's going to end up happening. So here's the audio of that now, and for you guys right here, it's going to be really exciting because I'm not going to play.
Sam and I, we can recreate it really quick. You know, you ready, Sam? You ready, Sam?
Oh, you're gonna clip farm?
Sam. I have $20 for you. What do you think about this event?
Oh man, this was the greatest event I had ever partaken in. I don't feel bad about myself at all. I'd like to thank the people of Burma for my victory over.
That's amazing, Sam. I felt that. That was deep. That was real deep. Let me read out the postcode on this dollar bill so you know it's the right one. It's 001 CO7 BI 15. That's the serial number on the $20 bill. For you, Sam. Mm-hmm. For you, anything.
Of course.
Thank you. I love you, Dominic. Yeah. Kiss me.
Ooh. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. I don't even need to put in the real audio anymore. All right, you've done it for me. That's exactly how it went down on Thursday. That's exactly what happened. To a T.
Okay.
To a T.
To a T.
Yeah.
To a T. I feel so good about it. I feel so good about my victory.
Did you find your email, Tom? You should.
I did, yeah, and he did not get back to me. I have received no responses.
Oh, what a shame.
Milkhouse is gone. Shame. Tragedy, really.
Gone without a trace.
Anyway.
Yes. Oh no. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways.
Ladies and gentlemen, I played a game yesterday. I played a video game yesterday.
Was it Crisis 2?
It was similar to Crisis 2, but it was not Crisis 2.
Crisis 3.
It was not Crisis 3. It was not Crisis 3. What I played yesterday was the original Far Cry.
Ooh,
okay.
That's okay.
That's a choice. That's it. That is a choice. I've made the choice. I'm starting to marathon the whole series, and so I started with the first one. And let me tell you. Are you listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
All right. I thought Discord broke again.
I am captivated. Don't you worry.
I thought Discord broke again. I apologize.
Let
me tell you. That game exists solely as a proof of concept for Crisis. I make no jest when I say this. It is Crisis to a T, but not Crisis. It's as Crisis as you can get without it being Crisis.
Oh God.
Is it in that way? I'm gonna ask some questions now, like an interview. Is it that way, as in like in terms of like gameplay, or is it similar to Crisis in terms of like story?
Both of them.
Both.
So
Okay.
Yeah, they're very
what we have here is this is again this is like Crisis. This game was made by Crytek, which is why I suspect they both have Cry in the name. But Far Cry was the original.
Oh jeez, I didn't even pick up on that. That's probably true. That's sad. That's so sad.
Far Cry is the original debut of the Crytek engine, which is the game engine they used to make Crisis. And you can tell because like the vehicles and the environments and the movement it feels exactly the same to Crisis. Except in the movement category, you'll remember I made a point saying you either go fuck all miles per hour, or you go Mach fuck. Thankfully, they've changed that in this game, which technically came first, but that's neither here nor there. You don't go Mach fuck. You go like a snail or like a slug.
Ooh.
So it's slow.
It's slow.
So the best way I could describe this game is it is a cross of Crisis, Half-Life, Morrowind, and like Uncharted. It's so because like it's a Morrowind in the way that there's like a stamina bar that is horrible to manage, and Half-Life in the way that the guns play, the way the guns feel and stuff. Crisis in the way of the game engine and the story, and then Uncharted also in the way of the story, which is crazy because it feels almost 1-to-1, even though Uncharted came out like 3 years later. This game came out in 2004.
That is okay. So all of these are bad things, right?
Yes. We're shaping up for a masterpiece of a video game. Like
this is not your fault. This is my fault, right? Mm-hmm. But you've named 4 games to describe it, and I've played none of these games. And so you said like 4 things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never played any of these either.
Wow. You have?
It's like Fallout 5, whatever you said. Like, I don't know what that is.
That doesn't even exist.
Doesn't exist. Don't worry, it'll be worse than the release of Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
2004.
Because I'm looking at
this game came out in 2004.
2004.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. So I was looking at some of the graphics for it just on Google, and I was like, these are like they're not amazing. But I was thinking this thing came out in like 2018, but it came out in 2004. I'm gonna give it a pass because they're pretty passable for 2004 graphics.
Yeah, for 2004, it's actually great. But so the main thing, I'm gonna run you briefly through the story here, just a brief synopsis, right?
Yeah.
You play as Jack Carver, right? He's kind of an ex-Special Forces arms dealer type of guy, and he is contracted by this woman who is under the pretenses of she's a journalist and she wants to go to this remote island to like photograph some ruins. However, once you two get there on your boat, it gets blown up by an RPG by a bunch of mercenaries. And you're stranded on the island.
Asian mercenaries?
These are not Asian mercenaries, but it is an island in the Japanese archipelago, which is very similar to Crisis's location, if you remember correctly.
Yes.
It's almost like they made one map with the same asset and they used them twice.
It's funny you say that because as soon as you start the tutorial and you're out of the prison or whatever, the opening shot of the island is so similar to Crisis, it's not even funny. It's literally almost 1-to-1.
The same map with like the palm trees moved around and stuff like that. Yeah.
But so you're on the island, you're stranded, right? And then you get contacted by this guy named Doyle, who turns out to be a CIA informant, and the lady, the girl Valerie, is also a CIA agent, and you're supposed to stop this evil scientist dude from doing genetic experiments on humans and primates, right? So this guy has like a mutagen that he will inject into something, usually primates, but he also does a lot of people. And it forces them to mutate, which gives them extreme physical strength, speed, and endurance, right? But it literally turns them into ghouls from Fallout. It turns them into fucking monsters.
Okay.
And so that's what's going on this island. What's up, Sam?
Is that illegal on this particular island? I mean, there's no law against turning people into ghouls, is there?
Well, it's pretty illegal.
Something tells me that's illegal.
Yeah, he was fired from. He was actually. It's in the lore. He was fired from the Department of Defense for doing these experiments. So if it's too bad for the DoD,
I was just say if it's too bad for the government, then it's too bad for the interest of humanity.
Yeah, but he bought this island to do his like secret experiments or whatever. But these things, and it's the stupidest fucking name ever. They're called Trigens. Like Trigens. It's fucking stupid, but they're like these little fucking ape monsters, and they're running around the island. They're fighting the mercenaries and whatever, and you have to destroy these things and the mutagens, right? And then there's stuff in that, but it's so interesting that like the setting is the same as Crisis pretty much. It follows the same basic plot structure as Crisis, right? You're fighting these mercenaries, or you're fighting the Japanese army in that game. Then you get introduced to a brand new enemy, the Ceph in Crisis, or the Trigens in this game. And then it also ends with the plot being on such a shitty ending note. It's like all the notes are there for it to be a perfect Crisis game.
Wait, it ends off on a cliffhanger in Far Cry 1?
It's not a cliffhanger the way that Crisis was. But like, so I'm assuming none of you are planning to play the game, so I'm okay with spoiling.
No,
you are fine to spoil it. I am never gonna play this game ever in the entire of my life.
Which is good because I don't. You shouldn't, and I'll get to that in a second. But
part of the reason why I'm not gonna play is because I've been shitting it so much. Like this is just a waste of my time.
The idea is right. This evil scientist guy has all these mutagens, and we're gonna arm a nuke to blow it all up, and then Doyle, the fucking CIA scientist guy, who you only ever have on the phone for some reason. He's never a person. That's its own issue. He's like, hey, you should get a vaccine for the mutagen so you don't die, because the nuke could make you. It could like infect you, I guess, because that's logic. And then you inject yourself with the antidote. Except it turns out that you've actually been tricked into injecting yourself with the mutagen, and you're going to turn into a Trigen. And Doyle has betrayed you for money, because obviously, right?
Wait, who's paying him? The doctor?
He's gonna sell the super weapon, the mutagen, to someone, I guess, is the idea.
Oh, okay.
Which then triggers the final level of the game.
Oh no!
And something I've been like I haven't said anything about is the voice acting in this game is quite possibly the worst video game voice acting I've ever heard.
Worst? Okay. The worst.
Full stop worst. The main character is always talking in that anime voice.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, anime 15-year-old or anime 25-year-old. What are you?
Like, oh man, I'm stuck on this island.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the YouTube here. I have to listen because I can't visualize this.
Yeah, if you pull up pull up like I don't know, fucking something. But the point is, he's got like the voice acting is horrible. Like it's actually funny how bad it is. They did not pay these people enough. Doyle is so monotone, it's not even funny. But
oh god,
I'm listening to some of this now. It's terrible.
Yeah, you want to put it in the chat real quick?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, no, I need to see what you found.
Hold on, my YouTube froze.
W.
Oh no! Fuck! I think my mouse died. This is even worse. This is like this is an issue.
Well.
It's a good thing you bought 5 of them. So you can plug a new one in.
7.
You bought 7?
Quick reload.
The mouse that I'm working against, so we don't have to pick out a back end. I'm listening to this. Give this a listen. Just listen to some of the lines. They're just.
Oh god, here we go.
Look at them apples. It's just stuff like that. It's great.
Fuck's sake. There's fucking Harbor Freight ad.
I got a bullet with your name on it. It just sounds like that. It's terrible.
Yeah. Oh my god. This dialogue, I will say, is actually so much better than the dialogue I'm talking about. I would be happy if the main characters were voiced like this, but they're not. Okay. They're just not. God. It's like layers worse. But anyways, you get to this final level, and you have to fight your way through a volcano for some reason to kill Doyle before he sells the super weapon to fucking someone. And
yeah, U.S. government, the same people who asked you to destroy it in the first place.
I guess
more than likely.
I guess yes. But so when I say in a volcano, you're literally in a volcano. It makes no sense. But there's this research installation right in the mouth of the volcano, and you're like fighting your way down along in the center of it. And there's this hordes of enemies, and it's so ridiculous. It's so stupid. And then you get to the end, and it's the final boss is literally just one guy. It's Doyle, and you can shoot him once in any part of the body with any gun, and he dies. And that's just it.
So funny.
Okay.
And then it immediately cuts to Jack Carver having a terrible one-liner. And then immediately cuts to him sailing away on a sailboat, which was never shown in the rest of the game. It was never shown how he got that sailboat. And then all of a sudden, he has the antidote and he injects it into the woman who was also infected, right, being turned. And then the boat sails into the sunset, and it's so stupid. I can't,
wait.
I can't even.
How did he deal with his? How did he deal with his own infection?
It's never explained.
What?
That's never explained. But then the boat sails into the sunset, and the woman wakes up from like her stress nap, I guess, from almost turning into a monster. And she looks up, and there's a project file on the table next to her. And I swear to God, it ends with a shot of the file that says Project Far Cry. It's just so. And
what are we, some kind of Far Cry?
Yeah, and that's how the game ends. It's like, what are we doing?
What are we, some kind of Far Cry 1?
Oh.
What are we, some kind of Far Cry 1?
You tell me we're some kind of Far Cry.
I don't. This is just okay.
It's so. And then the game is ridiculously difficult. I was playing on normal difficulty. And oh my God, one encounter in the beginning of the game took me like almost 20 minutes to get past, because it has the same AI issues that Crysis does. They beam you from fucking anywhere. They could see you from a mile away. They have like almost aimbot, and there's no indication of where the enemies are shooting at you. So it's literally just trial and error in some areas.
Damn.
Also, there's like tents in the game for some reason. There's like tent structures. Like an army camp, right? You know, those big dome-ish tents. There's those. But like the enemies can see through them, number one, which sucks. But number two, they can shoot through them? Like, I don't know how.
I was to say, it's a tent.
It's a tent.
No. It's not like they can the bullets penetrate through the tent, right? It's not like that. There's literally no collision on the tent walls at all.
Oh, so you can just walk through it.
In theory, yeah. I never tried it, but yes, it's you can shoot through it, you can see through it. It may as well be an open window for the AI. Which, how do you not fix that in development? Like, it's the game is
through a tent.
The game is ridiculously hard. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I had to put on God mode just so I could finish the game at a reasonable pace.
Wait, God mode? What? Oh, wait, what did you have it on?
I had God mode on. So I did.
God mode.
Oh, and
it's not like
normally
super hard. It's super easy. That's God mode.
Yeah. Well, you don't die is essentially. It was really hard. I didn't fuck with it. I didn't care enough about it to like slave through it for like a week, is how long it would have taken me to beat it normally. And normally I would feel bad about cheating like this in a game. However, I took a screenshot right at the end of the game, as I was about to kill Doyle.
Yeah.
And God mode. It tracks how many times you would have died with the damage you received. And in the end, I took enough damage in the final mission to die 243 times.
Oh.
So I don't feel bad about putting God mode on. Fuck this game. Fuck Crysis. And Finn. That's all I have to say about it.
Okay.
I have some follow-up questions.
Please, yes.
I'm trying to digest this. Okay, so Crysis 1, which we've talked about in length, is not a very good game, and this one, Far Cry, is quite similar to that game.
Yes.
Which one is worse?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question
That's
right
a
there.
tough question. Because objectively it's Far Cry, but Crysis was really bad.
Well, wasn't Crysis also like incredibly disappointing?
Yeah, it was also really disappointing. But like technically, Far Cry
what I'm
is
trying
so
to
much
do
worse.
is I'm trying to gauge is like Crysis came after Far Cry.
Mhm.
I'm trying to gauge did whatever
Did they
this
get
company is called,
worse?
did they improve at all?
That's a fair point. That's a fair question. Did they improve at all?
It sounds like they didn't improve at all between releases, which is not a good sign for a company.
No, this. I suspect that is also the reason that Ubisoft took development rights away from Crytek for the Far Cry series. This is the only Far Cry game. It's also nothing like any of the other Far Cry games, because if you know Far Cry, it's about you go into an area, you like topple a dictator, and like that's the whole game. This is not that. This is like very much Resident Evil Crisis coded. As for which is worse, I think Far Cry is definitely worse. I think I think Crysis is a better product. I just hate Crysis more. For personal reasons.
Are there any like improvements at all between Far Cry and Crysis? Like, do they improve in anything? Like dialogue?
Oh, by far. Oh my god. Voice acting is so much better in Crysis. Visuals are a lot better in Crysis.
Okay.
The tagline back in the day was like, "Can your computer run Crysis?" Because it was a really graphically intense game. So there are definite improvements to Crysis.
Now,
but
did they actually like the game ends with our guy here with the other girl in a sailboat?
Yes.
Going into the ocean.
Going into the sunset, yes.
Interesting.
How is it a good ending?
I'm
thinking
it's not.
In terms of like narratively, right? Like narratively, this doesn't really complete the story. I guess it kind of does, but it's a bit of a cheat. But even not narratively, like they were in. I'm going to assume they're in the East or South China Sea, right?
Yeah.
There's a chance you'll land in South Korea, but you're landing in either China, Russia, or the Philippines. 3 countries famous for not liking the United States.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna be killed.
That's how you get Far Cry 1.5.
Far Cry 1.5.
Like, there's a chance to land in southern Japan. There's a couple islands down there they like us. Like South Korea's okay for us, but you're gonna land in China, right? You're gonna go down towards China.
Yeah.
That's not a good escape plan. This is a terrible escape plan.
It's not great, no.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the thing is, like, they could have very easily stolen a helicopter too, like or a VTOL aircraft, which these fuckers apparently had on the island. Like, there was so many better options to do what they needed to do.
Sailboat.
But
yeah, but think about it like
I don't even know why they would have a sailboat.
It doesn't fit.
Because like there's no civilian presence on the island. Why do they have a sailboat?
Like a sailboat sounds like something that like a romantic couple might hop on the coast of California at the end of a romantic comedy, right? It doesn't feel like the end of a war piece, right?
Yeah.
Like it feels a little bit like at the end of Star Wars, right? When they blow up the Death Star and Luke and Co go back to whatever planet they're on, and they get rewards from Princess Leia. It's like, this is great. This is solid. And they jump on some bikes and they bike off into the night.
Yeah. No, well, so I think the reason they used the sailboat is because they didn't have a model for an actual boat they could take. They reused his sailboat asset from the beginning of the game, I think. I think it was a cost. No, that's actually a total lie. There is a cargo ship model they could have used. They chose to use the sailboat. Oh, this fucking game. It pisses me off.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know what to say.
At least it's over. At least it's over.
And
I'm not crying about it like Crysis. So, you know.
Maybe he's gonna sail out into the Pacific, right? Maybe he's gonna go for like Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a possibility.
Circumnavigate the globe.
Yeah, circumnavigate the globe. Yeah, you're right.
The globe.
The globe.
The globe. The globe. Circumvate the globe.
Yeah. What company made this game? Was it like whatever it was?
What the Far Cry? This is Far Cry.
No,
who made it? He's asking who made it.
Oh, Crytek.
Oh, Crytek.
Okay. Has Crytek made any
good games?
Yeah.
They have made the Crysis series and the first Far Cry, and that's all I know about them. So the answer is no.
Okay. Well,
debunked company.
Womp, womp.
It is a debunked company, actually. That's why they're not making a Crysis 4, I believe. It was announced, and then they never did anything. Yeah, good talk.
Right?
My Discord.
Yeah,
Hello?
this is gonna get real annoying.
Everyone's playing again. I got a bit scared. I got a bit scared there.
Yeah.
God.
Well.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. Anyone else want to take the conversation away from
Far Cry?
from Far Cry or another dog shit game that I played? Anyone want to take that responsibility?
I think it's supposed to be me next. I'm looking over the list of topics I have to see if there's anything because I didn't prepare for this episode.
I have something to peddle.
Yeah, yeah.
Robert,
please go.
Robert,
please, go,
please,
Robert.
please.
Sorry, I'm stretching.
Okay.
And yawning.
Sounds like
and yawning.
Sounds like
you're just doing that for fun.
Sounds like an old man getting up from bed after like 17 hours.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Dads.
Oh, nice.
You're gonna pedal
We all
dads?
have.
You're gonna sell
We have.
dads?
We all. We
You're
all
planning to
have
sell your father.
fathers. Correct. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to sell my dad.
Well, I mean, I'm not convinced about Jacob. I'm not sure robots.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew someone was gonna do it. I knew it.
But for the principal, we'll assume. Yeah.
You've met my dad. You've met him twice.
And he is a very nice guy.
Yes.
So we're all familiar with the phrase, or the phrase "dad lore," correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Yep.
Correct,
Dad lore.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting concept because I want you to think of like the most random thing that your dad, the random like cool thing that your dad did, and then think,
Yep.
how do I achieve this? How do I achieve levels of doing random shit?
Okay, interesting.
I'm hearing you.
How do I achieve this?
So first we're gonna start. What's like the most random piece of your dad's lore that you have? Go. And I'll give you a story first because I'm putting you guys on the spot. My dad's met the president.
Ooh, okay.
How? Every time you say something about your dad, it's more outlandish.
Like increasingly different. Increasingly drastic.
Like I swear to, like he's a musician. He wrote a book. He met the president. Like
president?
What are you talking about? You made this up. You're lying.
Which president did he meet? Was it like a good one or was it Biden?
It was Bush.
Okay.
This was
the guy who did 9/11. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say this was around 9/11.
Oh,
I'm assuming this.
Better.
I'd have to imagine this was before 9/11 because I'd have to imagine that he would be pretty busy after 9/11.
Yeah, post 9/11, his calendar got some more dates onto it. That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not have been.
9/11.
He might not have been all that busy. I mean, he had time to golf during that one infamous commercial.
Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
It is true.
But yeah,
he met Bush because he used to work on Capitol Hill.
Oh,
he used to work. He used to work for the Republican National Convention.
What did he do?
Capitol Hill. Be Republican. I don't know.
Be Republican was his
I don't remember
job.
what he did. I don't remember what he did, but
that's
he worked on.
There's a lot of jobs in DC around that. Usually like secretary positions to
yeah, but
party members.
he was on
really cool.
on Capitol Hill during 9/11.
Wow.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because after the plane hit the Pentagon.
Right.
Holy shit! They hit the Pentagon. Everybody had to evacuate.
Damn. See,
everybody had to evacuate because everybody was huddled around like these like a few TVs in the whole building.
Mm.
And, they see this plane hit the second tower. Insert George Bush gif. And
insert George Bush gif.
He was like,
what a wonderful
shit,
reaction to 9/11. Insert George Bush. It's better than
Sam's
reaction would be.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. When he's reading the book. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my main piece of dad lore. Actually, wait, no. Do you remember the incredible? Or actually, no, not remember. of the Incredible Hulk show from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that guy your dad?
No, he met the guy who played Bruce Banner.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's also pretty surprising. That's okay.
Hold on, was it Bill Bixby? He met
Okay.
him.
Bill Bixby.
I'm pretty sure he met him.
Who is Bill Bixby?
He played Bruce Banner in that show.
Oh, okay. Okay, Bill Bixby.
It was also really funny because he can't hear all that well. And my dad was at like some sort of convention and he was on the elevator. And he was I don't remember if he was going up or down, but the elevator stopped at each floor to grab people. So, it's slowly getting more and more full. And of course he has to go to like the highest fucking floor. And he goes, if this elevator stops one more time, I'm gonna beat up the person who gets in. And he gets up to the next floor. It's fucking Bill Bixby, the guy who plays the Incredible Hulk on TV.
Oh.
And everybody starts laughing. And he's confused because this elevator just opens up and everyone starts laughing.
Oh
like
my
hysterically. Have any of you also watched Austin Powers?
No, I haven't.
I know of Austin Powers. I haven't seen it.
Do you know Mini-Me?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He met him.
Oh my god, bro.
Calhoun, there's no way your father is a real living person. I'm sorry, like he's an industry plant, dude. There's no way.
Yeah, your father's an industry plant.
He's also met several Hall of Fame baseball players.
Okay, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Somebody else say something to make him stop.
Sam,
this.
Tell us about your dad. I gotta think about mine.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a story that I am able to say on like.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Let's see. My dad, well, he's a Rastafarian, or he was a Rastafarian. So he's very heavy into that culture. So he knew a lot of criminals back on the. Him and his two other brothers, they were known for running street gangs on St. Thomas. So that was one thing. And then one random piece of dad lore is he worked at a home and helped like this severely mentally disabled. He was like very he was very good at that for some reason. And my mom, she used to tell me the reason he was so good with the kids is because he was he wouldn't. I'm trying to frame this in a way where it doesn't seem like he was physically abusive. Because he can easily, but it's like he was like really friendly with them, and like some of them would get real rambunctious because they're like severely autistic, and he had this one guy who like really loved him, and he would like legit wrestle this kid whenever this guy was like acting out, and he would just like he would be fucking like he would grab him and be like, "You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. You gotta chill." And then the kid would calm down and they would go out for ice cream. Like he was like the weirdest. He was like the autistic. He was like the autistic kid whisperer. It was crazy. So that was one thing. Another random piece of dad lore is he once dated a girl and had a really bad breakup, and she tried to like in the middle of a fight grab his scrotum. No idea what exactly she was trying to do.
Let's go for the goods.
You're going for the goods.
How did you learn this? Did he tell you that?
He told my mom. And my mom told me. That's basically it.
She tried to hit him with the good old dick twist.
Yeah, the good old dick twist.
Dick and twist it.
Twist it.
Twist his dick.
Twist that dick.
Twist that dick. Twist that dick.
Jacob, you're the only one left. I hope you had something.
So my dad programmed me.
Fuck off.
Actually, my dad is Bill Gates because I run Windows 11.
You bastards! You're not funny. So I know he does stuff and like has interesting things he's done. I cannot, for the love of God, think of any. The only one I could think he traveled a lot for work at his old job, which was interesting. It took him to a lot. It took it like it. He went to Switzerland. He went to Sweden. He went to India. He had to get a malaria vaccine, which was fun.
That's cool.
Is this for his work?
This was for work, yeah.
What did you do?
So at this job, what he was traveling for, he worked for I don't know if you probably haven't heard Ortho Clinical Diagnostic. It's like it's a sub company of like
I've heard of
Johnson
Ortho Clinical
Johnson.
Diagnostics. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do
Like,
dental diagnostics, right?
He was doing like medical machines. Like he was
okay.
doing the software on the medical machines. And I don't know why that required him to travel to Switzerland, but I guess it did.
You never know these kind of things.
Yeah, and I could be imagining this part because it's possible that I was watching a little bit too much Big Bang Theory at the time. But I feel like he did something with the Large Hadron Collider, which wouldn't make sense given what I know he did for work, but I like to think that he did anyway. It's possible that I'm just hallucinating that because it's in the same country and he mentioned that once. But I'm headcanoning it that he did something there. And that's really all I have. I cannot think of a single thing else right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Some dads they
I have something
more.
else. I have something else. I have something else. Okay.
He
was involved in a very bad car accident in a pink pickup truck. So my mom, one of her earlier cars was a pink pickup truck, because of course it fucking was. And he was driving it one day, and he like hit a guardrail and like completely flipped and like rolled the car, and it was like a bad accident. And what makes it even funnier is he was on the way home from work early, right, to go pick up my mom because they had to go to like some ultrasound because she was pregnant with me. And so on the way he got into this horrible car accident and rolled it and was stranded on the highway. And they eventually got there, I think, but it was like down to the last minute.
When you're done, I have a fantastic story I can tell.
What I'm done. That's all I have. That's all I can think of.
He's got nothing else.
Okay. This is a legendary story. Well, I'm hyping up a little bit too much. I was I might have been either 6 or 8. I was a kid.
Would you appreciate say you were 6 or 7?
Okay, don't answer that. Oh God!
Who is growling?
That was a bit
6,
7.
That
was a bit harsh.
Was that Calhoun growling?
I'll admit.
No, I wasn't growling. I was screaming.
Oh, so it sounded like growling.
I was just saying I might have just blown my mic out, so it could have just sounded like I was growling.
Yeah.
This is a great story. I might have been. I'm gonna go with 8 because I think that makes sense. 8 years old. So, and this is the story about how my dad and I got marooned in Canada for a couple of days.
Ooh.
So my dad's from Michigan. He's not from New York. None of my parents are from New York. We moved here in the 2000s.
Loser.
You chose to live in Rochester, New York. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did. Well, there was a job here, right? Like the U of R hired him. So that's where. Yeah. But at the time, he had family in Michigan, in rural Michigan, and you probably know this, but it's easier to go through Canada to get to Michigan than to go around the Great Lakes. It's about 2 hours faster.
Right.
And so we get into his beat up Corolla. He drove like this would have been like 2000 and it's been about 2012 or so, maybe, give or take. And this is like either it's a 99 or it's a 2002 Corolla. It's like a really old one. Right. I remember being a really old Corolla. And we drive to Michigan, and we have a fun time in Michigan, and then we're driving back. Right. Family reunion. We're driving back. It's just him and me.
Right.
And we go over the Peace Bridge in Detroit, and we're going through Ontario now, and we're driving towards Buffalo. And I fall asleep, and I'm gonna go for memories now because memories are fun. So it may not be the fully accurate, but this is what I remember.
Memories,
right.
I have nothing else to go off of. I wake up. It's about maybe 6 p.m. We're driving. I'm getting cold, so I reach over to the front, and I try to put the heat on. And my dad slaps my hand and goes, "No, don't touch that." And I look up at him and I go, "Why? Why? It's something wrong?" And he just kind of he's looking straight ahead, dead ahead, like no emotion, just straight ahead. And then the car shudders a little bit, and he turns to me, and he goes, and this is just exactly how I remember it. Dominic, we are going to crash. Brace. There's a giant thud. Smoke pours from the front of the car. We immediately lose all engine power, and we're just coasting at 75. And my dad like coasts up an exit ramp, and just bumbles about a whole bunch, and then down into like a grassy ravine, just off the road into some brush. We get out of the car. Smoke's just pouring out of it. This is 2012, and my dad is not a wealthy guy, right? So we don't have cell phones. We don't have any of that. Especially not in Canada. Like, we might have a flip phone, but we don't have international. There's no way we're getting anything in Canada. And we're on the side of the road in rural Ontario. Like, there's nobody.
Oh God.
There's nobody. It's cold out. But my dad is, as I mentioned, he's a pretty he's it takes a lot to get him to be scared. And he's like, all right, well, time for us to walk. So we walk a little ways. I remember he left me in the car. He told me just like stay in the car if the door's locked. I'll be back in a few. And he walks down the road, and there's nothing out here. It's just trees. And what he did is he flagged down a pickup truck with some guy in it. And luckily, Canadians are very friendly people. So
Yep.
Thank God that stereotype holds true.
that stereotype is true.
God.
And this guy in a pickup truck just kind of pulls over to the side, and my dad explains, and my car just it just caught fire, and all that.
Wait, was it actually on fire? That's another thing I'm gonna address in a second. Is it actually on fire and he left you in the car?
It was smoking quite a bit. He did leave me in the car.
Great. In the car that could have exploded at any second. Wonderful.
You might have left me next to the car, but he pretty much told me don't go anywhere because I'm 8 and I'm like a hyperactive 8-year-old too, so I'm just right off somewhere.
Wonderful.
Just don't go too far. I gotta flag down some help.
Great. So that answers my first question. Second question. He asked the man to take you to McDonald's.
Oh, he's supposed to take us somewhere. I think he's supposed to take us somewhere real, right? Like to like a shop or something, right?
Somewhere real.
I guess somewhere where he could find a phone that we could call my dad's wife, my mom. So I don't know when I can be back tonight. The car broke down.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue.
All I remember is we went to a McDonald's. I'm not telling you. We hop in, and the McDonald's has a phone. I know what it was. The truck driver also didn't have a phone. And says like, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. They'll have a pay phone, and we go to McDonald's, and we go there. And my dad calls my mom and goes, "Hey, so we broke down and can't. I'm gonna call a tow truck. I think we're gonna be a little bit late today. Just letting you know." And then he calls a tow truck. He calls Canadian Tire, which is the only tow truck up there. Let's be honest. He goes, "Hey, car broke down. Yeah, where are you? I'm off an exit on the highway. Do you know which one? Nope, I don't.
One of them.
Okay. How about you just come to my location? I'm at a McDonald's. Do you know which one? No, I don't." And he goes up to the register and goes, "You know what the address is for this place?" And the lady there doesn't know. This is before the time of Google Maps, so he had to like hunt down the manager, and then the manager to go to the backboard and try to find the address. But he figures it out. We get a tow truck. Finally, guy comes in, says, "Hey, we're gonna take you to the car," and we go to his car. And I remember driving to the car, and I remember when we veered off into the side of the road, right? My dad put the hazards on, and they were really dim. And I remember saying to my dad, like, those hazards, they're gonna do nothing because there's no way people are gonna see them. They're so dim. And when we drive, this is about 3 hours later. When we drive back to the car, they're just out. Like there's nothing. The car is just completely dead. And so the mechanic tows my car. The mechanic tows a car to Canadian Tire, and the mechanic is gonna have a look at it now. And what happened? I'm going off memory here, so I may be a bit wrong. But what happened is there was a coolant leak that spilled all the coolant out of the car on the highway. Would have been and there's no coolant going for the car now. And in an old Corolla, the temperature gauge for the car is off the coolant. The temperature reads the gauge reads the temperature of the coolant. That's how it tells how hot the car is. But if there's no coolant, the temperature gauge freezes. And so my dad had no idea the car was overheating. It froze. And it boiled pretty much. It got so hot that the pistons expanded and broke open the casing of the engine. which pushed and fried the alternator. And on a fuel injector car, you need the alternator because you need electricity to power the fuel injectors.
Right.
And so, with no alternator, the battery was the only thing running the car. And so, as the battery died, the car just lost power over time. So it went from being like a powerful car to like having like 10 horsepower. It would barely move. And like in that process, like my dad doesn't know the car's being fried. Like he just sees smoke. He thinks, oh, it's overheating. I'm gonna pop the hood and let it cool for a little bit. Then we get back going. But he doesn't know there's no coolant. He has no idea the engine is just boiling over. He has no idea that
So the car's done for.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get there because it's not. But
What?
Oh, God.
What do you mean it's not?
But like the engine's getting hot enough that the plastic cover on top of the engine is melting into the engine. Right, like it's properly hot. And we drive back, and like the car is like it's in pretty bad shape. And the mechanic goes, "Hey, your car is totaled. You're gonna have to, it's totaled." And my dad doesn't have a whole lot of money at this time in his life. Like this is still pretty early days of his career. And psychologists aren't paid a whole lot either. I've learned. So he goes, "Well, I can't afford a new car right now. Is there anything you can do? Do you have like a junker you can sell us or something like that we can just take back to New York and get it registered for a little bit?" And the guy goes, "Let me have a look in the back." And he goes to the back and he has a look around. And he comes back to my dad and he goes, "Hey, here's an idea. What happened to your car is that your engine fried, right? But the rest of the car, the body, the tires, your gearbox, all that's more or less fine. Somebody rear-ended a Corolla the other day. It's in the back lot. It's total too. But the back of it's ruined. The front of it's fine.
Ooh.
How does it sound to you if I pull the engine out of this and slap it into your car? It's still gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be a lot less than buying a new car. How about $3,000?" My dad's like, "Yeah, I'll pay you cash."
So
Yeah.
The solution to the broken car is Frankenstein's monster.
Yes. This is how my family thinks. This is how you think when you live on a budget.
I so understand where you get your nature from. This
Yeah,
makes
Dominic,
so much...
I'm gonna be honest. When the guy's like, I do have a solution for you, and then he brings out the nugget. There's more though.
Oh my god, if he brought out the nugget, that would be legendary, dude.
It would have been really funny.
There's more actual cinema.
That is mythic. That is mythic loot that you just got
biblical.
from that.
At that point, it'd be a biblical story.
Yeah.
There's more though. He says, engine, that's gonna be like a 2-day project. And my dad works the next day. He's got a full-time job at the hospital, so he has to get back to Rochester. So he doesn't know what to do. So he gets a hotel, and we stay overnight at Hilton. And then in the morning, we get the hotel manager to drive us over to a rental car place, and we're going to rent a car and just drive back over the border. And we rent a brand new Volkswagen. I mean, I remember it being like a brand new luxury car, but really it was just like a Volkswagen Jetta. But it was a modern Volkswagen Jetta, right? And we drive over the border. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to tune you into something very important about the U.S. customs system.
Okay.
It fucking sucks.
Track, even back in 2012, they track what car you leave and what car you came back in.
Oh no!
What they're afraid of is people like going there, dumping their cars, and avoiding the tax and dumping in New York, and they come back with a new car, right? And it's legal, but there's some jurisdiction issues there. And long and the short is, when you get a rental car, you have to get paperwork for that rental car to come with you. Right, and that's when you show the border customs. They go, "Oh, okay, it's a rental. I know what's going on now," and you're good to go. And if I remember correctly, which I'm pretty sure I do, my dad forgets this rental paperwork at the dealership.
And then he gets fucked in the ass by customs.
Yeah, they get to the border, right? And my dad pulls up, and like, man, he leaves in a beat up old Corolla, and he returns in a brand new Volkswagen with no paperwork. And the customs are like, "Oh, wait a second there. So yeah, you're gonna have to pull over to the side." And my dad's like, "Oh no, I know what this is. I forget the paperwork." They're gonna be curious, and they hound my dad for like quite some time. My dad's explained the whole thing, and then he has to do this, he has to do that, and long and the short is he had to call the dealership, and the dealership had to fax over the paperwork so he can get across the border. Everything worked out, but that was a whole ordeal.
Oh my God.
And then my dad drives down to New York. and live in New York for a little bit. And about a week later, my dad and my mom drive back up to Canada and to get the other car, to get the Corolla.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And they
my
drive
god.
back down. So and that Corolla was like that Corolla. We used that. That was in our family all the way up until I think 2020 or so.
Oh my god!
It
No.
sucked too, right? Because the car ran great. It was a solid car. It never had any other issues until it went to my brother Joe. He lived in Texas. He drove that to Texas, right? And he rear-ended a pickup truck with toe jack, and it punched the radiator. And that totaled the car.
Oh my gosh.
But like that Corolla, I feel like I'm misremembering details because the engine might have been newer than I thought. It might have been like a new Corolla that got rear-ended and they pulled a new engine out of that Corolla. But it was, I mean, that was a solid Corolla. It went until like, I'm gonna say, I don't know when Joe was in Texas. That might have been 2018, 2019. But it went for another decade. You know.
Damn, bro.
That car's a trooper.
Yeah, the
true
Toyotas,
trooper.
they don't die. So that's a story of me getting marooned in Canada with my dad. Worked out.
Well, I think that's the dad lore. Or the car lore, actually.
I still can't get over Dominic. We are going to crash. Brace.
We're going to crash.
Brace.
Be brave.
Oh, that's
what I remember.
One-liner.
That's what I remember, but memories are always a little bit off. Like he could have said something different, but it was to the tune of "We're gonna crash," but he said it really calmly, and just like he was saying, "Oh look, there's a bird." That same kind of
look,
style.
we're crashing.
Oh, hey, Dominic, we're gonna crash.
Hey, Dominic, we're gonna crash now. Just kind of brace yourself.
Oh God.
Brace yourself. We're gonna crash.
Yeah.
But good times.
Good times.
Yeah. Can't wait until I'm a dad. That's
Yeah. What's your dad lore gonna be, Sam? What's your dad lore gonna be? Let me know.
What's my dad lore going to be?
Yeah.
My dad lore is probably going to be about how the kiosk I met became a boy after a lot of.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad I missed all the important
like,
parts of that.
Yeah. I know what it was. I can tell it was complete slander against Jacob. But I only got like 10%
was
of
it? Oh, Sam, say it again.
Oh,
say
wait,
it again
yeah.
real quick. All the non-filler words got cut out.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My dad lore is probably going to be how the Walmart kiosk I met in college became a real boy after years of hard work.
All right.
That'll probably be that'll be my dad lore.
And on that bombshell, we must end today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so glad you've all come out. You know what? I'm a little bit upset with Sam, so I don't want to use his idea today. I am the dictator here. I decide the rules, and there's no closing statements other than this. Other than this. Go out there, enjoy your life, make some lore, do some things you wouldn't normally do, talk to people you wouldn't normally talk to.
He's stealing. This would have been my closing statement. He's stealing my statement.
As always, be yourself. Be yourself.
If you were in the market for a JVC G1 HM180 and you want to buy one used, lately used,
ignore him.
Do not for sale.
Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that.
Do it.
Trying to silence us. Jacob is trying to silence us.
I am the voice of reason here. I am the voice of God. You shall do as I say. Amen.